What is going on, guys? This is Moto Marine here, just signing in, checking out how everyone's doing today. So it's Friday evening. I'm headed home from work. Did a short little video this morning on my way into work. Now I'm gonna do a little bit longer video on my way home. Just chit-chatting, talking to myself, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, super happy that my GoPro settings are now set to where I'm not getting any of that crackling that I was having before. If you guys haven't checked out that video, it's going to be right up here at the top of the screen. So I want to do some quick shout outs. First, I want to say congratulations to Adam and Ashley for completing the eastern half of the TAT. That's a pretty big accomplishment. I know off-roading is not really my style and wasn't really Adam's style or Ashley's style, but they got out and they got themselves something. So very proud of you guys. Congratulations on that. Also want to give out a major shout out to John Maxwell, the Harley tech, venturing out on his own with his own motorcycle shop. Congratulations on that. That's awesome. Being your own boss is definitely a huge accomplishment, and very happy for him. Maybe one of these days I'll get down to Georgia and visit him sometime. But yeah, also want to give a shout out to Moto Sarge for suggestions and helpful hints on the GoPro settings. I definitely appreciate that as well. You guys rock. If you haven't followed those guys, definitely follow those guys as well. They put out some great content every week, and glad that I can be their friend and bring motorcycle content to everybody. So want to do a quick video here on my first impressions of this Insta360 1R camera that I got mounted up here on my front fairing. So got this about a month and a half ago. Played around with it. I've shot some videos with it recently. Unfortunately, those videos never made it because the audio content was trash. So but getting used to the operation of things, how to do some editing and all that type of stuff with the 360 app on my phone as well as my iPad. So very happy with it. Excited what I can bring to you with this camera system, with different angles, you know, picture quality and stuff like that, and just getting out with the use of an adventure camera, kind of like this. So first impressions, I'm really digging it. Hope as my editing skills get a little bit better and time goes on that I can move things a little bit quicker on the app and editing process and everything. But so far so good. Really digging the camera. Like the two camera system that they have with this. I can go with the 360 camera setup that I have on right now, and they also have another camera that would just be basically another GoPro facing forward for me. But yeah, pretty cool setup. They give you the nice middle selfie stick there that's sticking up which is really cool because if you get the selfie stick in the camera line of sight, it makes it disappear on you. You got to do a little bit of editing and stitching to make the picture look clear, but it's completely invisible, which is really cool. So yeah, all in all, very happy with it. I got some good news as well to report. Tomorrow I'm going over to First Capital Harley Davidson here in York County and test riding the Live Wire. I've been really excited about this bike. Always wanted to get a feel of it. Not necessarily buy one yet, but see how they do on the market. Want to get out and ride one, see my first thoughts on it. Really, I think it's a very intriguing bike for myself. Definitely see myself riding one as a commuter back and forth to work and everything. I really think everything about it is really slick. So I'll be doing up a video tomorrow with my friend over there, Amy, and she's going to be telling me more about the bike and everything, and I'll take it out for a quick little test ride and give you guys my thoughts on it. So that's exciting news I got coming tomorrow. Some other things that are in the works here for me. I'm looking at doing a how-to video on a 3-hole oil change on my 2014 Harley Street Glide. I know there's a bunch of them out there and everything that you can reference to, from law-abiding, or I'm sorry, law-abiding biker. You got Harley Tech, I'm sure he's got one. Sick Baggers, I know, has got one. There's a bunch of people that do it, but you know, why not give it a shot myself and be my first time doing it. Also, I gotta get my front brakes done, so I'll be doing a video on how to do front brakes for your Harleys, your touring models. And yeah, so that's some of the stuff I got planned here in the coming weeks. I was doing a video on the how-to on installing this new Sony XAV 7000 radio unit here with the Apple CarPlay setup, but I was struggling. I was really struggling that night putting this in, because not only did I do that, I also installed new speakers into the speaker pods, got rid of the old boombox speakers and put some Sony 100 watts in. And those speaker pods, I tell you, those are a pain in the ass if you don't have the right tools. Now, I have the right tools, but I don't have the right tools. Give you an example. So the main thing when I say right tools is I have Allen wrenches, I have Torx wrenches, or you know, Torx bits and all that. You know, that's not a problem. But with this speaker pod, the big problem was getting into the 3 bolts that were by my forks. Really was a pain in the ass, because they're really tucked up in there. My hands don't really fit in there too well. And pass this guy real quick. And with regular Allen wrenches, you know, those small little ones that you get in a mechanics tool set or whatever, they don't give you much leverage once you get your hand in there to really be able to torque down. I didn't really have a snake to be able to snake in a bit or anything either, so it was kind of a pain in the ass for me. Luckily, that same weekend I was going to a buddy's house and we were changing out the suspension to the Fox suspension that I have on here now, and took those front forks off, change out the suspension system, and it actually made it a lot easier to get my hands up in there and tighten down the bolts. So yeah, so making that video, it got frustrating. A lot of cuss words were thrown, a lot of tools were thrown, and a lot of sweat was had that night. So decided not to release that video, only because it was a pain in the ass, and there would have been a lot of downtime that I would have had to edit through and everything along those lines to make it a somewhat decent video for you guys. But all in all, this Sony XAV 7000 that I got from Fathead Cycles is phenomenal. Really gives a nice little upgrade to your 14 and up street glides and road glides that have the old boombox system in it. This is all touchscreen. You see, we got the Apple CarPlay set up. I have Sirius XM capabilities with it, but I didn't want to pay the $15 to get it set up. So, because I already have a Sirius XM account, all I do is just stream the Sirius XM off of my phone on the app and listen to it that way. So, a little workaround on that Sirius XM. But what's cool is I can finally have my navigation up there for Google Maps, Waze, or Apple Maps in my case. But unfortunately, the Scenic app that I use to track mileage and everything in my trips, that does not convert over to Apple CarPlay. I hope soon they will come out with an update to be able to transfer that over. That way I can have that right on the screen instead. But whatever, I can run the app on my phone and run Google Maps down below. It's not a big deal to me, but would be nice. Man, it is a gorgeous day out today. I wish I had the day off. It's not too hot, not too cool. It's that just right feeling. Taking a longer way home here tonight. Getting home, get a little bit of dinner. Then I got a construction project I'm working on in the basement that I want to do some work to tonight, so I don't wake my wife up when she gets home from work and is trying to sleep. So I'm going to take the time when she's sleeping, go out to First Capital Harley, ride that live wire, pick up some bolts that I need for the Harley, come home around noontime after a short little ride, and get working on it after in the afternoon here. That way my wife has had plenty of sleep before I start banging and nailing and stuff. So again, want to say thanks to everyone for watching this video. Definitely appreciate it. If you have any ideas on what I could do videos for, rides about, anything along those lines, leave them down in the comments below. I would appreciate it. I'll take them and run with them. So yeah, so again, thanks guys, I definitely appreciate it. Don't forget, get out and ride. Just get out and ride. We'll talk to you on the next one. Moto Marine out.